Good morning, Tamontray. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you for your well-written post. You made a lot of points that I agreed with, starting with your comments about engaging background information for our students, using that as a potential hook to get them engaged in the lesson. I think it's valuable and important to engage background knowledge to get students thinking before the lesson for the day even begins, and helping them to make the connections between what they learned yesterday, last week, last month, last year with what they're going to be learning in that day's lesson. That can also help commit that new information to long-term storage. You made mention about making lessons fun to learn, which is great. I always think that students learn more when they're having fun and we're having a good time together. The caution with that is making sure that with those fun activities or games or however you choose to approach it, that you don't go too far away from the point of the lesson. I've had to learn that particular lesson the hard way several times. Repetition. I like that you mentioned rote memorization skills, repetition. I tell my students all the time that I'm going to beat them over the head with this information until they are able to retain it and recall it and explain it to me in a correct manner. I think what helps with repetition is also the application of using that information in the context of which it's meant to be used. And I also like that you mentioned with the younger students, K5, maybe even K3, that moving at a little bit of a slower pace, maybe offering a little more on the visual side to help students connect with the information is great. But the teaching style has to evolve as the students get older. I'm a fifth grade teacher, and I have learned that while visual stimulation is fantastic, especially for our ELL learners, it's also really important to make that information relatable to them, their lives. Why is this important for them to be learning? And if they can understand why they have to learn the information, it may be easier for them to retain it as well. Thank you for a great post, and I hope you have a blessed week.